Matt here. So, when I say I'm a wrestling fan through the years, I don't just talk about WWE. I mainly am a fan of New Japan. Well, I just started watching New Japan recently. Ring of Honor, which I've started a few years ago. TNA, which was even further than that. So, when I say I'm a wrestling fan, and I know that myself, I usually do WWE pay per views reviews, and so I've haven't done a lot of TNA reviews, but I think that wait, no, I've done a few TNA reviews. I haven't done a lot of Ring of Honor reviews, and that's because it's hard to keep up sometimes because I don't watch the pay per views. So when I found Final Battle, then I thought this was an interesting one just because it was Cody Rhodes who I thought was making his debut to TNA. And funny how he did go to TNA, but then he wanted to go to Ring of Honor. So that was confusing to me, but let's talk about this pay per view here. But the pre show you had was Cheeseburger and Will Ferrell are defeating the Tempura Boys, Show and Ori. And that was interesting. I never thought that Cheeseburger would get a win. There's always that one guy that they don't push because of his size. If that makes any goddamn sense. But yeah, Cheeseburger is one of the top guys in the Ring of Honor, and I think he is, anyways. And he won this match with Will Ferrera, so again, it was a good match. Um, but yeah, it was interesting to see that. Then we get to the pay per view, which was the Rebellion. Rhett Titus, Kenny King, and Caprice Coleman. Now, a few weeks ago, you had these guys who were the cabinet, and I'm not sure whose idea it was to put them there, but apparently it was kind of like a joke or whatever. And then they came out recently and they protested it and they said, no, we're not gonna be taken as a joke no more, and we are now called the Rebellion. These guys came in and they defeated the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Oh, this was a 3-on-3. Okay, so yeah, it was Rhett Titus, Kenny King, and Caprice Coleman versus Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin with Donovan Dijak. Always a fan of Motor City Machine Guns since their days in TNA. They got back together a few months ago. This was, these guys really kick a lot of ass, and it's great to see that they won a match. I don't know if there's going to be a rematch for this with, it would be interesting though to see that with the Rebellion and the Motor City Machine Guns. And then we had Silas Young with Beer City Bruiser defeated Jushin Thunder Liger. We all know that Jushin Thunder Liger is a legend in Japan. He's been to WCW. He made an appearance or two on WWE. Obviously, New Japan, CMLL. Uh, this guy is a legend, and it's a shame. It's a shame that this happened, though. I mean, we all knew that Silas Young was gonna win, but I was expecting that it would be the legend who would beat him. Unfortunately, that shit didn't happen. That's too bad. And we went on to Dalton Castle, he defeated Colt Cabana. I remember this now. So Colt Cabana came back to the Ring of Honor, and he was a face at first, and spent time with Dalton Castle, and they were like joking and all that kind of stuff. And then, in the surprising turn, Colt Cabana turns on Dalton Castle, and I don't know why, but I kind of saw that coming. There was the preview they had where Dalton was going to get with his boys, and then, he kind of had Colt Cabana, him and Han, whatever, and then they had a match, and that's when this whole thing happened, when Dalton Castle turned, Colt Cabana turned on Dalton Castle. Now he's a heel. I don't remember seeing Colt Cabana as a heel. I couldn't place him in that role. I saw him, I've seen, matches back in the day, back in a few years ago, actually, when he was in Ring of Honor, and I saw that. I saw him when he was in Newfoundland, Canada, and he was wrestling there. But this is pretty cool to actually see that. It would be, a new thing for him to be a heel, I think. If he was before, I don't know. I always thought he was a face. What would be even better if a certain fellow Chicagoan with tattoos and that straight edge would make his return to Ring of Honor and join him. But I doubt that'll happen. Then we get to this match. The return of one Cody Rhodes, who, as I've mentioned, made his debut a few weeks prior in TNA. Apparently there was a bucket list he was making, and this was interesting. This was interesting to see that he wanted to go to Ring of Honor. Now, I think he wants to go to Japan at some point. Anyway, so he went to go to get Jay Lethal, and we think everything is good. And the match turns out that Cody Rhodes wins by turning heel and low-blowing Jay Lethal. And then getting that bad reaction from the crowd. So I can just, I was a bit confused because he came to TNA, he was a face. He left WWE because of that whole stupid, oh, you still have to be Stardust thing. And so now he's a heel. I don't know if he's going to stay in Ring of Honor for a while. I don't know if he just came back to punch Jay Lethal in the balls. But we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of interesting things they could do with him. We'll find that out. Then you had the Kingdom, which was Matt Taven, TK O'Ryan, and Vinny Mazzarella, who defeated Kushida, Lio Rush, and Jay White. So the New Japan guy comes over, and then, there was a lot of great matches. It was a great match there. It was very interesting to see Matt Taven, who, much like Degeneration X, when the Kingdom broke up, which was um, Adam Cole, uh, Mike Bennett, and Maria Kanellis, who is now in TNA. They broke up, and then Matt Taven decided to take the ball and roll with it, so to speak. And then you had the New Japan come in, and this guy teaming up with those guys, and they had a fight, and they had a great match. And then we had Marty Skrull defeated Dragon Lee and Will Ospreay. And this was a six-man tag team tournament for the tag team championship. So this is one step up. Oh no, wait. No, that was the Kingdom. That was the Kingdom match. So the Kingdom is now going to go over for the tag team championships. So this was the three-way for the World Television title, which was Marty Skrull, the champion, who retained against Dragon Lee and Will Ospreay. See, I screw a lot of things up. I just knew about the Cody and Jay Lethal match, and that was stupid of me. Then we have the Young Bucks, who defeated the Briscoes. The Young Bucks being part of the Bullet Club, and they're the champions right now. So I am assuming it's gonna be the Kingdom versus the Young Bucks. So anyways, yeah, the Briscoes are always a good tag team. Again, it's too bad that they didn't win the titles. It probably would have made sense, but unfortunately, it is what it is, and the Young Bucks retain the championships. And then we had the main event for the Ring of Honor World Championship. It was Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, again from the Bullet Club. And these two had an intense. Well, first of all, it came in together in Ring of Honor, and that was before I started watching it. So, anyways, yeah, they came into Ring of Honor as that, and the young guys they were, and then they broke apart. Adam Cole was a face until I can't remember who he faced, but then he became heel to capture the Ring of Honor World Championship for the first time. And then you had, of course, the Kingdom, and then Kyle O'Reilly with Bobby Fish as Red Dragon. So this match, was pretty good. Oh, no way. Oh, I see. So Kyle O'Reilly won, but it was no disqualification. Hence, Adam Cole is still Ring of Honor champion. Again, that's just too bad. That is. Yeah, that's just too bad. I mean, that's one pay-per-view that, I should start watching more Ring of Honor pay-per-views, more TNA pay-per-views. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen that much, ever. But, that was Final Battle. This year was a good year for Ring of Honor, and again, don't know where Cody Rhodes is going. Thus far, I haven't watched Ring of Honor in a long time. Well, I guess it was a week or so. But anyways, talk to you later. Bye.